This segment of Delmarva Life is brought to you by your local York and LG dealers.
Well, we're talking about saving you money this afternoon. Now think about this for a second. What costs really tend to eat up a lot of your budget month after month?
You probably have a lot of answers to that question, don't you? There's one I would be willing to bet is on the list, though, and that's the cost of heating and cooling. What if I told you there is a system that can not only save you money, but it's so quiet, it's hard to believe that it's even on? Joining us today to tell us more about it is John Mills, who is the owner of First State Comfort. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
So we're talking about a ductless system that's it's really geared towards the consumer, isn't it?
It is. It is. It's it can go in areas where ducted systems typically can't go.
Right.
And extremely efficient.
Yeah, I mean, in addition to being better looking, as you can see here, it also really can cut down our heating and cooling costs, right?
Significantly, yes, with efficiencies over 20 SEER, which is typically the threshold for ducted systems.
Okay, explain SEER to me.
SEER is like miles per gallon.
Okay.
Minimum efficiency right now is 13 SEER.
Right.
Most ducted systems go in the neighborhood of 20 SEER, and these systems will go as high as 27 SEER.
So the higher the SEER, the more efficient.
Exactly.
So you're basically cutting heating and cooling costs in half, going by those numbers.
Depending on, yes.
Wow.
Depending on the application, yes, significantly.
So now I got to admit, I've got both. I've got a heating system and a cooling system. They both make some noise. These don't make as much noise.
They don't. They're whisper quiet. My neighbor decided, had asked me, do they make these quieter? And the end result was we put a system in. The day we installed it, she left for work. When she got home, she walked right by the outdoor unit into the room the indoor unit was at. And she says, it looks great. And she says, what does it sound like? I said, it's running. She didn't realize.
Really?
Yeah, how about that?
Well, as hard as it is to prove something that you can't hear, listen to this.
I don't hear anything. It's running, isn't it?
It is running.
That's hard to believe.
Yes.
Okay, but I do see something, and that is, of course, a beautiful picture. Wouldn't you say, Jimmy?
Well, part of it is.
On the front of the unit.
That's actually the unit.
Well, that's the LG brand that we sell. And the nice thing about LG is they have a variety of units. You saw the smoke-colored one. It's not just a plain white unit on the wall.
Right.
This is our picture frame unit that is available as well.
So the picture of Jimmy and I doesn't
It doesn't have to be, well, yeah, I guess maybe it could with your permission, but no, you can put any picture you want, and it's like artwork, you know.
That's incredible. Okay, so one of the things that people are always complaining about is it gets too hot, it gets too cold. Pretty soon you can't stand the room. These don't have that problem, do they? No,
it's another advantage of ductless systems. You can have separate control in not just one room, but many rooms, where each indoor unit is independently controls, and it has a constantly running fan that senses the room temperature, and a computer adjusts the louvers to keep the entire room comfortable.
So in the case of my house, I have, you know, a main floor, but then I have bonus rooms on top of the, you know, above that. I can use one system to control those rooms with different temperatures?
Yes, you can have up to 8 indoor units to 1 outdoor unit, and all independently controlled.
So the whole house doesn't have to be set at, say, 68 degrees?
No, in fact, you know, the kids go away to college and you're not using their bedrooms. They don't have to be the same temperature as, you know, the main rooms that you typically use.
So what kind of rooms, what kind of places have you been using these?
Lots of applications, from churches and restaurants to offices where, you know, some people are warmer and cooler than others.
Right.
More recently, garages have been a really great application.
Oh, yeah.
Some you know, people have weekend projects where they want to be warmer or cooler.
In the garage.
In the garage, or have a warmer or cooler car to get into.
Ooh, I like that.
And then the bonus room over the garage, and you know, one unit can do both of those situations.
Amazing. John, thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
You know, I would have my ear stuck to that thing all the time just to try to make sure it was
just
running.
Just to prove it. Right?
Just to prove it. Thank you for coming in
Thank
today.
you.
And if you'd like to read more about First State Comfort, or for more information on the system, go to WBOZ.com. Click on our picture at the top of the page. Another way to save money when it comes to heating and cooling is with window treatments. From drapes to shades, awnings to shutters. Find out what each has to offer when it comes to protecting your bottom line.
And a little later on, your daily dose of cute. Delmarva Life's Sean Stryker introduces us to a few furry babies that would just love for you to give them a second shot at a happy life. Delmarva Life, we'll be right back.